Hello, greetings. Thank you for joining us for tonight's broadcast brought to you by Fifth Dimension. Alright, greetings. Guess I gotta change my intro a little bit. So yeah, it's been a long day. Been around normal people all day. Been up since 5 o'clock in the morning, and I've been around normal people, and processing all of that is painful. Can't talk about anything I want to talk about. I gotta talk about crap I don't care about, so I don't even bother. It's fun. Sucks. At least at work, it's you have a lot of time to yourself. Let's put it that way. But this situation, not that case. So sucked. Like in a insane asylum. All right. So today's gonna be a little bit. All right. A message from Orions, the Zetas. I should put Zeta Gray, but I just put Zetas. This is gonna be real short in that regard. Unless they channel something through. Planet Pegasus. That just came to mind before I went online. So there's some significant energies there that I don't know. Eventually, it'll show itself. If there's any place I do pick up anything from, it talks to me. Alpha Centauri and Pegasus are the ones that speak to me. Obviously, there's other places I can, but Pegasus, a lot of AI energies there. There's a lot of alien beings that are connecting to us, but not like we can see it. So who knows? It's not that important. But it feels like that name, that verbiage, or Pegasus in general, has a significant meaning to it. Meaning, anything with the Pegasus, I think they have Project Pegasus here somewhere, so it has a significant energy. Just like if you see the name Pegasus, it's telling you there's more going on there, obviously. The Orions, they kind of gave me a short message today. Very short. How they're connected to war. Of course, you already know that through the Orion Wars. But they're known, not all of them, but there is known to be warrior races coming from Orion that test this planet, can't conquer it, or try to conquer it. Either way, Orion has brought a lot of their difficulties here. So it is a place that we get a lot of activity from. Probably not news for some people, but I'm just putting it out there. Because they want it out there again. For those that are looking for new information, I'm running off of not much rest, so we're just gonna do what we can. Let's see. With Zeta's information, oh yeah, that's right. We'll go into the Zeta information first. I'll have to send out an email tomorrow. The webinar, which I forgot to mention. With the Zetas, they're involved obviously with our secrecy. They're keeping a lot back from us for obvious reasons. So they're keeping, there's certain alien races that are here to keep us from knowing the full picture for our own benefit. So you can say some of the Zetas came into our government to make sure that we don't get the information before we're ready for it. That we don't see a gamma ray in the sky or whatever it might be. They're part of slowing down the disclosure so don't lose our minds. Take it with a grain of salt. Makes sense when you think about it. This is why they're not very talkative. It's another way of looking at it. I think the tall blondes are involved with that too. I just got a message on that. Yeah, so they'll give the government information, or somebody would. That's not very friendly. So other groups have to come in to kind of keep things quiet for us. Because their job is to see if we can handle it or not, and usually we can't. Well, some of us can, and we get ridiculed. That's a long story there. It's better to be asleep than awake from what it seems these days. It's better to be a zombie on planet Earth. from what it seems, depending on who you're talking to. Okay, oh, the zombies are gonna have a wake-up call eventually. I think I got this right. It's ivantor.com if those are new to all this. My private sessions, Warhead channel, a bit bizarre. I changed the, now I can do worldwide sessions by phone, but I don't have a phone number because I just got rid of it. I have another phone number, but I don't know what it is. But either way, it's a local number. Either way, it can mean international calls too. I guess we'll find out. We have the also Google Meet as a Apple iPhone and Android phone. If you want to do it by the phone, if you want to do it by desktop, I don't think you have to do much for that. For questions, it's like 7 to 10 days for delivery. Same situation here. I have other channels. Healers I do recommend. Yeah, social network. Awesomeness. And hurricane news update. Now, that's the energies I'm getting from it now. Is the system is very broken. It's broken up from what I feel from it. So it's not as strong, and it's all scat. So obviously, if you're in Puerto Rico, it's going to be kind of rough. But I think it's just going to be a tropical storm now. When it goes past Puerto Rico, it might go into a category 1. It's hard to say. It feels like it's still going to be kind of broken up. It's not going to be that powerful. I think it's just, if it's going to be anything, it'll be a low category 1 or even just a tropical storm. Tropical storms are still pretty tough. And it feels like once it hit wind, it's going to just fall apart. So we'll have to see. It just feels like it feels like a mess right now, which is good because I'm going to drive into it this weekend. Went to Brazil statues, and it's all scattered. I don't know if this is in Brazil. See, this is in Spain. Look up Brazil and you get Spain. You get China. That's interesting. So that's kind of interesting. That's kind of, what am I getting? I look up Brazil and I get other stuff. So, whoops. Statues. If I know how to spell statue, of course you have. This guy here, this is neat. This is in Brazil, I believe. Or maybe it's not. I think it is. If this is correct, this is a Pokemon that tells you something about Brazil. Ooh, yuck, really? Suicide statues? Jeez. Okay, that's a new one. God, that's gross. Yeah, Brazil is pretty self-sufficient. Yeah, mermaid energy is telling you who's there. Is there another mermaid energy? Oh, there's a mermaid with, either way. That's not bad. That's Simp. Spain, another Spain. So, that's interesting. Brazil, yeah. So you can, so, you can find a lot about these places, but there's statues that tell you who's there. It's just another sneak peek into the land. If you can't go there, you can just Google it and, jeez. That's, it looks very Archon. It looks like a lot of Archon energies. Let's see if it loads. Yeah, it feels archonic. I don't know what that is. So, yeah, anyway. Alright, so enough about that. And there's, I guess India has the tallest statue in the world. Yeah, none of us knew about it. I don't think it was like, well, I imagine it was national news, but I didn't hear about it. Not that I watch the national news that much, so. I'll look at India. Well, let's see, India statues. I don't know if you look at their statues anytime. Yeah, that's pretty big. Man, they like their, that's interesting. Where'd you go? No. Alright, well, maybe I'll look at it some other day. Well, this isn't going so well. Alright, well, I had enough of that. Yeah, I'll have to look at India a little bit more. Jeez. Yeah. Yep. I don't think I've really looked that far into India for a while, so it's okay. Alright. Thanks for support. That was a little bit boring. Bizarre. Alright. Not very well structured. Welcome to the weird part of YouTube. The most unpopular side of YouTube. Oh, it'd be nice to go a different route, but YouTube's all we got. So, all right, let's see if anybody's here for any other connections. We'll do what we can. Archangel Michael's here. Yeah, I think I can need all the help I can get right at this moment. All right, we'll see what we can get. One moment. Yeah, there's a lot of people out there that need. This comes from Michael. They're handheld, and that's why some of these groups are so large on the web. They need somebody to guide them, and they're not really to guide themselves. And like this deck of the woods, many are more guiding themselves. They don't really need to stick around very long, which makes sense. So there are others that think they know who they are. Well, they do, but they're not really ready to grasp who they are and pull that version of themselves out of them. You know, who they want to be. It takes a lot of responsibility. It's not going to be easy. It's not fun. But basically, it's kind of like, you know, it's not fantasy. It's who you are. You know, we're not selling, yes, the secret space program, as lovely as that is. It's another deterrent to pull you away from yourself. There's nothing wrong with connecting the space program through your own energies, by your own information. There's nothing wrong with that. And in sharing it, yes, that is more encouraged than putting all your power into one person or persons information that's going on. It's like there's secret space program channelers out there, without naming them. Not to say that what they're saying is not legit. I mean, there's however you want to look at it. But it's good because some people tap themselves out and just listen to that one person and not get their own perspective. So there is a manipulation going on in that regard. Now, is that person doing it deliberately? Not necessarily. But people do feel deception around those energies because getting the information out of yourself is, yes, not as easy as it sounds, not as glorious as it sounds, not as glamorous. Even if it is a bunch of mythology nonsense, it really doesn't matter. It's coming through you. And sometimes you have to clear out the cobwebs when you finally find what you're looking for. So, it's another way of, you know, you don't have to tap into yourself a lot for that, but some people are passionate about the secret space program and not really found that version of who they are within it. What's their place? Usually it's not that exciting, but on this world they make it exciting, of course. It all depends on your point of view. Some need that excitement to make this life tolerable. But once again, you can make your own discernment, your own decisions of what's going on. Especially those that are going out, yes, making documentaries, there's nothing wrong with that. But they're putting their point of view. But sometimes that shuts down your own point of view. It's like their point of view becomes your point of view. and you don't know what to think. So finding your own guidance, your own direction is key. Very hard to do. But that's mastering your reality. Now it's not easy, of course not. The more you get used to it, which your version of this world, you might see different versions. That's normal. And you might get divided. That's normal too. But finding your own direction is key for your breakthrough in this reality. Meaning you can break it down even quicker than you realize, eventually at least, and get what you're looking for in life. It's kind of like finding yourself next time, because you don't realize that there's anything to find to begin with. Some of you are already told by society you already found yourself. Not many people feel like they're lost. Well, what is within you to be discovered? Is it Indiana Jones? Is it alien connection? Is it roots to the Bible? Is it Anunnaki? Is it through Orions? The Orions cause a lot of difficulties on your planet. And it's been buried. Yes, they're connected to your money system, and some of them call themselves the unknown beings. Meaning that we're not ready to say what we did there on your planet. So, and they're not alone. Saturn is the same way. Saturn did a lot of things on your world too. Of course, your world welcomed all of it. And so, Saturn was a big part of your structures on your world. Pyramids and your skyscrapers. But of course, they don't really take credit for it. But their energies are they're everywhere. They're everywhere within your architecture. Yes, there's archon energies, but this is a little bit different. You want to know about yourselves. What's the Orion? It might not make it easy for you to find, but it is there. Because your world is known to start wars across the universe. Even is another way of looking at it. You have a fight here on your planet. Chances are there's a fight somewhere else that your world caused. Caused it to happen somewhere else too. Even in astral. It depends on what worlds are connected to you. It depends on how connected these beings are to you. If there's a disagreement, chances are another society disagreed too. There's a little scuffle going on. Just to let you know. Is it rare? Not necessarily, no. It just shows how connected you are to the universe. Think of it this way. If you get mad over a TV show, yeah. It's the same thing. So I guess you can say there's a lot of beings here that are very aggravated at this time. So, especially if somebody goes sailing, there's alien beings watching that and saying, "Oh, it's like this guy's got no compass. They don't know what they're doing, and they get to the place where they need to go without a problem." That's amazing. They're using their senses more than they realize. So, look at it from a different point of view. So, yes, your world, yes, is a Netflix for the universe. They can tap in your timelines, tap in your past. They can look into your browser history of your planet. I have not fully looked at it in that way. Yes, they can look at your world on a tablet and shift through the old shows or the old situations with your families. Realize you allow this to occur. You're not just letting privacy out there. You're allowing clips of your life being seen on other planets. At this time, this is how you learn from them. You wonder where your guides get their information from sometimes. Because you're getting ratings from other alien beings. It's like, I want these other aliens to see what I'm doing. And give me some feedback on my love life. And then the guide taps back into you. Yeah, they think your love life sucks. But then you don't listen to them. Then and you feel aggravated. Either way, it's you might just not feel aggravated here about your relationship. You might feel aggravation from somewhere else. Also, just to give you a different point of view, because this is where you're heading. So once again, you're not putting information out there that you don't want out there. Now, some feel that they're getting spied on by the Illuminati and all that. That's between... Some people, once again, allow that to occur. You'd be surprised how powerless they really are. They can't see everything. Yeah, you gotta watch where you get your information from. Some say that you're spying on you. Think again. Chances are you're spying on them. Also. If that's the case, yeah, you're going to let them into your world too. So there's a little bit of back and forth there. So once again, we don't put paranoia out there. It's not one size fits all. Everyone's different with their connections. It's just the way it is. You're seeing your world from a different perspective. See, that's the thing. When you feel like there's other beings tapping into your energy, spying on you, that lowers your vibration. So, that was done on purpose for a message like that. Not to be helpful. The idea is for you to raise your perspective. That's the idea. Doing it is not so easy. It's clearing out the drama. So somebody would say that some alien being spying on at the time. Chances are they have a lot of inner growing to do. And sometimes some of you even welcome it just because, here, did you get enough of that? I'll get lost. So, and you have control over your energies, what is seen, what's not seen. So, yeah, some beings do interfere with you, will know. So, it's up to you. Many want to be spied on. It's another way of feeling love from somewhere, especially if you feel lonely here. So, it's another way of looking at it. It's like your social life here in the physical might suck. So your alien life, that's where your social life is. So it's another perspective. Realize you control your reality more than you think. Now your perception here might be different. But once again, this is your world, your rules. If you put up rules, now if you have no rules, anybody can see you, yes. But once again, you have that energy out there. Hey, check this out. So you have like a welcome sign around you saying, come on and look. Most of you don't have that. Celebrities have that. Even if they say they don't want to be noticed, some of them have contracts where they have to be because they signed up for a celebrity contract. Some of them are changing it little by little, but that's another part of manipulation. They're in their own world, as you can see. It's basically connecting to a more loving world. Yes, sometimes you have to see darkness, of course, but you don't have to make that your life. Clearing out the darkness isn't always easy. Sometimes clearing out the darkness, you feel more depressed than you ever have before. Because there's so much darkness, finding the light is pretty much impossible. And once again, many like the drama messages more than just, a kind, friendly hello. The drama is more exciting. That the government doing this, Illuminati is doing that, going through your back pocket. Zetas are taking over a ship. It's all more fun that way. Once again, yes, there's nothing wrong with that. But once again, the idea is to clear your vibrations and go to a higher level. And free yourself from this old dimensional consciousness. A lot of channelers have not done that yet. They say they have, but if they're putting drama out there, chances are they have not fully healed through their own drama. So you're going to channel drama if you have drama going on within yourself. They can say, oh, there's justified, which it is for them, yes. There's different types of drama. There's high vibrational drama, basically how to upgrade your higher chakras. Yes, it's not that exciting. But many do wish to go into connecting to Buddha, connecting to, yes, their ancient alien beings, and realize those are your ancestors, how your pyramids are built, through vibration, through consciousness, through ideas, through thought, created another dimension, and brought to your third dimension, to so is settled down. Your buildings, your structures are all built in higher dimensional places before they're built in yours. The groundwork is set, let's put it that way. And realize vibration, it's not. Why do you think certain buildings are built where they are? It's not just done by mistake. And how do these builders know where to build it? They just know. Yes, they have maps and all that, but still, they know. They can feel it. There's something here. We need to build a Pentagon here. There's a portal here. Welcome to Washington, D.C., your Archon portal of the United States. You can go there and clear out the vibrations. Many aren't, because you see the crime rate in your Washington D.C. crime rate it's pretty high. It's not the most pleasant because there's shadow energies hiding a lot of darkness there. They need darkness to keep you out. So it is a blanket to hide themselves for now. Eventually it'll become a more peaceful place when your society is ready to allow it to become that way. It has excuses and excuses to keep it at low vibration. Education, how you grew up, that will change over time when the consciousness wishes to switch out. Change. But once again, Baltimore is not a friendly place. Look at its neighbor. Because a lot of shadow energies are in Baltimore to once again keep you out. And if you are living there, if you feel safe, which is good, once again it shows there's a dark presence there. It's not necessarily the people. It's the vibration. It is what was allowed to be there. It has to hide its energy. Washington, D.C. can't hide its darkness there. It has to put it somewhere else. But it tells you, yes, it can be worse in Afghanistan there. I wonder why. It's like the dumping ground of low vibrations. Say it's a Pentagon dumping ground. You throw out your toxic waste somewhere. Well, that's a toxic waste of energies. It's not the people that live there, once again. Now, they're pretty strong to put up with all that. They don't... Yeah, it's not an easy place, but a lot of them can't leave. They're working through it, actually. Some of them are hit by it quite hard, but many of them would rather get rid of it, but there's more to it than that's on the surface. There's, yes, an alien vortex there. It's not friendly. It's almost as bad as your Area 51. It's just more public. It's not underground. So, once again, it gives you got to piece together your planet eventually. How all the pieces fit. Now, you don't have to know everything. What matters is that you know yourself. You can handle attacks. You can keep the attacks away from you and keep your vibration at a steady pace. It's not easy here. It's not meant to be. But as you get more powerful in your consciousness, you do get tested more, just to let you know. So as you get more powerful, the test will increase in a different way. So, this is Michael, Archangel Michael, blessings. That was heavy. Alright. Alright, thank you for your support. Channel. Oh, yeah, webinar. I forgot to mention. This will be tomorrow. But then the next one's going to be on Monday because I got to go out to after work throughout the week in a hurricane. It's going to be interesting. So I don't know. I think everything's going to plan. So, all right.